Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. High chances that if you click on this video, you are on a journey to a more intentional living. Call it minimalism if you want, call it frugal living, call it greed. For me, buying and owning less is a journey that brings more joy, helps me declutter my life and enjoy it more and more every year. I've been practicing such type of intentional living for a few years already, and I find it more and more attractive. If you're new here, I'm Artyom, a digital nomad and remote work advocate. And as I've recently turned 40, I thought that this is a perfect moment to reflect on my journey and share with you 40 things that I don't buy or own anymore. Also, I tried not to include obvious things like bottled water or single-use plastic bags in my list. Before we jump straight to the list of things, there are 4 rules I use when deciding on whether I want to ditch something. Rule number 1. The room of your house or your apartment, and especially of your brain, is not infinite. So, if you need to bring something in, you have to drop something out. For example, if you want a new t-shirt, don't forget to give away one of the existing ones. Same applies to your work. If you are busy full-time with, for example, 3 projects, and you want to start a new one, I'm afraid you have to stop some of the current ones. Second, rule 20-20. If you can replace something in less than 20 minutes and for less than $20, don't buy it. For example, do you really need to have these instructions manuals for whatever it is? Especially if you could find it online in less than 2 minutes. Throw it away now. Number 3, if you don't use something for 6 months, don't own it. Of course, it doesn't apply to things like winter clothes if you live in a cold climate. Number 4, and the most important rule, the only thing you don't ditch is hitting the subscribe button below, and also I highly appreciate if you could smash the like button so that this video shows up in more people's YouTube profiles. Now to the list of 40 things I don't buy or own as a 40-year-old. I hope you will find at least few useful items or thoughts, but please remember that this is my list. It's not universal, it works perfectly for me, but your circumstances might be different.
Okay, let's go.
Let's start with the big things. Number 1, house to live in. A house, an apartment, a condo. I find it so much easier to rent a place to live. It gives you so much flexibility and peace of mind. You can move easily if you need to. You don't need to think if you need to fix something. You just inform the owner to take care of it. Brilliant feeling. To be fully transparent, I do own some real estate, but it's purely an investment. No plans to live there whatsoever. And yes, if we plan to stay somewhere for more than 5 years, we will consider buying a house. Next up, owning a car or another mode of transportation. I used to own a car since I was 18, and first got rid of it in 2017. Living in a big city with good public transport, available taxis and car sharing, didn't have a single moment to regret my decision. Now, living in Phuket, Thailand, I'm almost forced to have a car or a motorbike, as the transportation here is a joke. If we move back from an island to a city, I will forget about cars the moment we buy airline tickets there. But even now, I rent a car long term. It's healthier for my cash flow and also brings peace of mind. Same way as renting a house. If something is wrong, I just change the car or ask the owner to fix it. Next block is kitchen. I don't own a lot of kitchenware. I use one big pan, one tray for baking in the oven, one pot for everything like eggs, oats, pasta or boiled chicken, and I also use just one knife. This is enough for 99% of my cooking repertoire. And by the way, I'm a good cook. This means I don't need anything on top of the mentioned list. I don't buy special kitchen appliances. Food processors, mixers, juicers, blenders, waffle makers. I used to own all of them and never use them. Now I own free space and it's much better. No more duplicate kitchen gadgets, whiskers, spatulas, etc. Did you notice that you use always the same spatula and the second one stands there and looks at you with no job? I got rid of expired spices and condiments. I see in some houses dozens of different spices in the kitchen which are never used. Why bother to have them? Pretending to be a Michelin star chef who cooks a dish from every part of the world on a weekly basis? I don't think so. Despite my love, I'm not buying cookbooks anymore. I barely use them, and all of the recipes I can find online in a couple of minutes. Also, there is no room in my kitchen for cheap mugs or plates. Don't hesitate, be brave, just throw them away and thank me later. I don't buy pre-sliced food, cheese, fruits, vegetables. Peeling and cutting a carrot is a matter of 30 seconds. And an apple? Frankly, I enjoy eating it as a whole. And no more microwave food, sauces, all those ketchups, ranch, islands, world of sauces, out. Same for sugary stuff, out. Guys, and get rid of these paper brochures with takeout menus from the pizza joint around the corner. All this info is easily accessible online. Anything I missed from the kitchen? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. From the kitchen, we go up to the living room. First up, paper books. Guys, I love reading. And I believe I read more than 95% of people, or even more. But for a few years, I use my electronic book and electronic library subscription. No need to think which books to take on the airplane or to vacation, and also what to do with the finished ones. I just delete it from the device, job done. And also, it's much lighter than a book. Do you like board games? If so, keep only those you will play on a regular basis. If you don't like the game you've bought, donate it the next day. Donate it. And most importantly, get rid of the games with the missing pieces. Come on, guys. You like to play board games, and so do my two cats. Maybe they are somewhere in background, but not today, I think. This is Sirius Black, and this is Galahad, by the way. But as a pet parent, I don't buy cats toys because these guys don't care about fancy stuff. Best toy could be something like a random paper, or a piece of pet food box, or the king of all toys, a crumpled chopsticks packaging from the food delivery. Nothing is wasted here. Also, the thing I already mentioned, instruction manuals from anything, your car, your air conditioner, your blender, or whatever else. Have you ever read a single page from these documents? I guess not once. What about the bedroom? First and foremost, get rid from the clothes you don't wear. I know this might be painful, so start small. Pick a thing or two and donate them. Feels awesome, right? Get rid of few more things, and then few more things, and few more things until you are satisfied. You can donate, sell, or swap, but in my experience, selling clothes is tough and takes time, so donation will be the easiest way to go. And when you swap, in the end you don't declutter, but rather own another thing. Same applies to shoes. Do you own a pair that is worn out or just not comfortable? Your home is not the place for such things. Show them the door. For example, me. Lately, I've been enjoying barefoot kind of shoes, and I literally can't use some of my previous favorite sneakers anymore. So they stay in the wardrobe and stare on me, but I know I will not wear them again. What this means? It means out. Also, I do not buy things on sale just because they are on sale. Always remembering that if I buy this new lovely running t-shirt, I love running, I will need to throw away one of the existing ones, and they're still new and sexy. So probably just I'm not buying the new one. The recipe is easy. Take a deep breath and think again. One in means one out. Next thing, extra bedsheets or pillowcases. Do you really need 3 or 4 sets of them for each bed? Think about it. Maybe 2 sets will do the job? And what about this extra pillow just in case? You buy a new one when the current one becomes uncomfortable, not before. Next up, bathroom. First thing out are expired medications and beauty products. They don't just take space, but can be harmful for you. Next up, travel-sized toiletries. Some you've bought, but majority, I am sure, were somehow sneaked out of hotels around the world. I've been there. Throw them away, and next time just don't bring it back from your travel. Next candidate, beauty or styling products you don't use or don't need any longer. I've been searching for mustache styling product. Mustache styling, can you imagine that? And bought a couple of items that didn't work well. Found them today in the bathroom. Number one, number two, looks nice. Mustache wax. They were there in the bathroom just in case. Just in case of what? That they accidentally will start working from Monday? I don't believe those promises. Out. What about your home office? I do not buy gadgets until proven I absolutely need them. For example, for this YouTube channel, I might have bought a fancy camera or an expensive microphone, but I started with filming on my iPhone and using the mic that I already had. This combo does the work. 4K quality and good sound. Maybe I upgrade later on, but for now I don't even think about it. Also, I do not own, but in this case I don't download apps on my phone that I don't use. I actually audit my phone from time to time. If I say an app I didn't use for a month or two, I just remove it. I don't buy premium subscriptions from many apps I use on a daily basis. There are so many great digital software, but do I really need a paid subscription and extra functions? Usually I don't. I use free versions of Zoom, Miro, Notion, Canva, and so on. At the same time, I support some of the apps I like. For example, I pay for Telegram Premium or Strava just because I want to support people who manage those apps, not because I really can't live without premium features. Actually, I just saw a pen which is broken and still not in the garbage. Will be there after I finish filming this YouTube video. Next, I travel a lot, but I don't pay expensive roaming fees. I use special travel eSIM, plenty of options out there which help you cut your spending at least in half. A reference to my favorite one is in the description. And now to the list of general things which don't belong strictly to the blocks above. I think it's number 28 now. I don't buy airlines extras, like an extra option to cancel a ticket or have lunch on board. I fly a lot. I think my record is 90 flights in a year and hundreds of flights in total. Do you know how many times I had to cancel my flight? 3 times throughout all these years. Yes, I lost money on these flights, but I lost less versus premiums I would have to pay for extra options. And by the way, is it so that you really can't spend 2 hours of flight without very average food at best? Same applies for car rentals. These guys like when you pay extras for insurance or a GPS navigator. Extra insurance is the same story as airline extras. And the GPS, well, don't you have a Google Maps on your phone? When I travel, I don't buy souvenirs. I don't think I need this small Eiffel Tower or a small Big Ben. And my parents don't need it either. So I'd rather focus on my emotions and memories. Also, I do not buy sports equipment that I will not use on a weekly basis. This means I rent a stand-up paddle board when I want a stand-up paddle. Or I rent a bike when I'm up for it. Or I buy a daily pass to a gym if I don't go there regularly. No more unused gym memberships. When I go to a conference or a sports event, I do not take any of the welcome packages, brochures, t-shirts, pens, magnets, medals, or anything like that. Don't let these things reach your hands. Say thank you and reject free stuff. Next, I don't own a cluttered inbox. I unsubscribe from everything I don't read, and I delete instantly everything that is not actionable. Unsubscribe and delete. 95% of my inbox I treat it like this. Don't think, just delete. I don't have any unwanted subscriptions. If you miss the payment cycle of some service that you don't use 100%, unsubscribe this very moment and maybe ask for a refund. Or just unsubscribe and don't worry. Next, no more loyalty cards. If a coffee shop that you are most likely will not visit regularly offers you a loyalty card, especially a plastic or paper one, just say no. You will never reach this free cup of coffee, will you? I try not to get presents from my colleagues. If it's your birthday and you expect guys will present something, ask them beforehand not to buy stuff. Ask for it to be either money or a donation to your favorite cause, and not a present you will not use. I do not buy food supplements, not your favorite vitamin D or omega-3 or any of the fancy AG greens, etc. Phone cases, especially multiple ones. I love how my phone looks out of the box. Why would I hide it in a case? I used to do it for ages, but not anymore. I just enjoy having my iPhone as it is. Yes, it has some scratches. A lot actually. But well, we age together. For almost 2 years, I do not buy alcohol. Before that, I could call myself a connoisseur. Loved wine tours. Had a nose for different types of beers. Knew best cocktail bars around the city. But I don't miss it a single second. Feels so much better now. And the last one for today. When you don't own a lot of stuff, you can also own less storage spaces, travel bags, and wardrobes. Your house has less visual clutter, it feels and looks amazing. Guys, let me know in the comments below if I missed something, and I'm sure you will enjoy these two videos. Click here or click here. Click, 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 click. Come on guys, just click it. And I'll see you in the next video.